Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. My name is Nurnisa Safia binti Sabri and my metric number is 01DDT23F1159. I will be discussing Enterprise Network, Practical Exercise 1, Network Management. Let's see our objectives for this exercise. First, to establish a functional network environment and implement SNMP for real-time monitoring and remote management of router 0. Second, to validate SNMP operations, get and set using a MIB browser on PC0. Third, to reinforce understanding of MIB, OID, and SNMP components in a practical network scenario. This is the network layout for our project. It shows how all the devices are connected. We have PC1 with IP 172.168.10.10 and this is the management station. I will be explaining about the management station. It's the computer we use to monitor and configure the network. And we have switch 0 with IP 172.168.20.1. This is a network switch. It connects multiple devices like our routers together on the same network, allowing them to communicate. And we have router 0 and router 1. These are the core network routers. They route traffic between different networks. And router 0 is the device we have been actively managing and monitoring using SNMP. So PC1 is connected to the network, allowing it to send SNMP commands. Router 0 and router 1 are connected to switch 0, and this setup allows PC1, the manager, to communicate with router 0, the agent, through the switch to perform SNMP get and set operation. First step, SNMP configuration on router 0. We have to activate SNMP services with read-only RO and read-write RW community strings. Second, ensure proper access levels for monitoring and administrative control. And next, prepare router 0 for external management through standardized SNMP operations. Step 2. PC0 as the management station. So, PC0 as the central management station has to install and open an MIB browser application. This is our main tool for sending SNMP commands and viewing the result. In the MIB browser, enter the key connection details from the address, IP address here, 172.16.10.1. This is the IP address of router 0, the device we want to manage. And for the port, 161, and this is the standard port for SNMP communication. And the version for the SNMP, we selected the appropriate version like version 3. And for the community strings, enter the correct password. I enter as RW for read-write. After that, added router 0's IP address to the management console's device list. This gives us direct and easy SNMP access for future monitoring and configuration. Like on my left here, as I already filled in. So, perform a test and SNMP get request by clicking OK, and the result table successfully display live data from router 0, confirming that our management station PC0 is correctly configured and can communicate with the router. Step 3. Monitoring router 0. So, we needed to check the live status of router 0 remotely, like checking its system info without logging in. Then, we use the SNMP get command. This is like sending a question to the router asking for specific data. And Before asking, we had to find the right questions, which is we have to navigate MIB tree to identify key system parameters, which is like a giant menu of all the data the router can report. We look for useful items like sysname and syslocation. After that, the command work. The result table shows the router answer our questions and send back the live data we asked for. This proves our monitoring system is working. We can now successfully pull real-time information from the router, which is the first step to building alerts for problems later. Step 4. Remote configuration via SNMP. We wanted to change the host name of a router named R0 to R1, but instead of logging into it the normal way, we did it remotely using a network management protocol called SNMP. Open the SNMP management software, select the SNMP set command. Set is the command used to change or write a value on a remote device. So, on my left here, as you can see, in the OID field, we entered this code 136.1211.50. For data type, we choose alt text string. In the value field, we simply type the new name R1. Click OK to send the command over the network to the router. And to make sure it worked, we finally log into the router directly and run the command showing running config include hostname. And as you can see here, the router responded with hostname R1. So this output proves that our remote SNMP command worked perfectly. The hostname was successfully changed from R0 to R1. Question time. Okay, first question. Identify SNMP version and the difference of each version. We have SNMP version 1, version 2, and version 3. Okay. For version 1, uses a plain text password called a community string, usually public for read, and it's very insecure. And the version 1 basically use a basic operations like get and set. So version 2 is the more performance upgrade. Still uses insecure community strings, but it added the get bulk operation, which is much more efficient for retrieving large amounts of data, and it's the most common version for internet network. And for version 3, the secure version, like we used just now, the big upgrade adds user-based authentication and encryption to keep data private and secure, similar to version 2, but now it's safe to use over the internet or in secure environments. So in short, version 1 is basic and insecure. Version 2, faster but still insecure. Version 3, secure and modern. Okay, next question. Determine MIB and OID in SNMP and SNMP component. So, first, MIB. What is MIB? MIB is Management Information Base, the library's catalog. This is the structured database. It's like the catalog that defines every single piece of information, like a book, that you can check out from the device, such as CPU usage, interface status, or hostname. Second, OID. OID is Object Identifier, the book's call number. This is the unique identifier. It's like the specific call number for a single book in the library. For example, like the OID we fill in just now, 136.121.150 is the unique call number for the device hosting. And lastly, SNMP components, the people in the library. They have a manager, agent, and MIB. Manager is the librarian, which is PC or software who asks for information, and the agent is the shelf stalker, the router or switch that has the information and answers the librarian's questions. MIB, the catalog they both use to understand each other. So, in short, MIB is the list of everything you can monitor. OID is the exact address of one item on that list. And the components that we have that I explained just now, manager, agent, MIB, work together to get the job done. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.